says scientists have created mice with two biologically male parents for the first time, a significant milestone in reproductive biology. The team, and I know I'm going to butcher the names, so bear with me. The team, led by Katsuhiko Hayashi, a professor of genome biology at Osaka University in Japan, generated eggs from the skin cells of male mice that, when implanted in female mice, went on to produce healthy pups, according to research published March 15th in the peer-reviewed journal Nature. The proof of concept research, the accumulation of years of painstaking lab work, could expand the possibilities for future fertility treatments, including for same-sex couples, and perhaps help prevent the extinction of endangered animals. So what do you think, D?
Yeah. I mean, when when you shared this article with me, it definitely prompted some things. One of the things God was brought to my mind, a statement that he wanted me to state, was that it's so amazing how far man will go just to disobey God. So this is nothing new. A lot of this go into they call transhumanism, and basically when you get the genetic engineering, artificial intelligence, things of that nature, well, basically they're trying to reprogram our cells, and basically skip over, God's order. And I know we talked about this, in past videos when we were talking about the whole situation in Virginia, some of the stuff that was going on there with the school system, and just talking about, the order of God. And it's basically, at the end of the day, this is what it's boiled down to, trying to skip over the order of God. And we know that, the woman came out of man. So they're basically just trying to skip over man. Because I was even reading in the article, they were talking about how even the cell that would reproduce that you would need for the man, it started to reproduce 2X cells, and just dropped out the the Y, so it just as society is, it's always that push to get the man out of the way. And I think this is just another attempt at doing that.
Yeah, and it's very disheartening to hear, and it's interesting how the devil works, because the Bible says a little leaven leavens the whole lump, right?
Yeah.
So it doesn't take much, and in our modern terms, it's like yeast. It doesn't take a lot of yeast to cause dough to rise. It doesn't. You just need a little bit. You just need a little bit, and let it set, and then everything starts working together. But it's interesting how they put in there, animal extinction. Like, okay, sounds good. We got some endangered species out there.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's more. Oh, okay, what else? Couples that can't have children. Wow, that's very noble. That's a good thing. That can help people out.
Yeah.
But then there's another caveat. What's that? We're going to help out same-sex couples.
Yeah.
Where two men can have a child, and they haven't tested it on humans yet. They're looking at maybe like 10 more years until they even begin to experiment with that, because obviously mice don't have the same genetic makeup as human beings. That's obvious. So, and then you also have to deal with the ethical issues, because the science community is looking at, it's kind of like a little sketchy and iffy about this. So they really don't know just where the line can be drawn before they start testing this out. And to kind of like piggyback off of that, we may do a video on it later on, because scientists also are working on creating an embryo. Well, not an embryo, a womb, an artificial womb.
Yeah.
So it's
I heard about that.
Because at first they say, okay, if they let's say hypothetically accomplish this tomorrow, and they say, okay, we can do it, but we still need a woman to put the egg in, to put the embryo in. But they're working on an artificial womb, so they're like, well, we don't even need that. We can just take that seed, put it together, make an egg and put it in this artificial womb, and we got it.
Yeah. And the crazy thing about it, and it just make me think about the Tower of Babel, in the Bible, and they just building this tower all the way up to heaven. And that's just in our fleshly nature. Without having God in our life, that's what we're going to do. We're going to build towers. We're going to take the mind he gave us and the abilities he gave us and our God-like nature and do things that go against his actual express will, and this basically what we're seeing, another tower symbolically, being built that actually goes against his word. And like you said, a lot of times it's wrapped real nice in helping in some way, and yeah, maybe you can help here, but they always slide in some other elements as well that go against God's word as well. And so those are the things we really got to watch and pray and really be cognizant of that and in the last days.
Yeah. And for everyone that's listening or watching, it's a really interesting article. It breaks down how they accomplished it, where they're at with the research process, projected time before they can start testing this out with humans. So it's a really good read. We'll include a link inside the video for you all to check it out if you wanted to read it for yourself. And like you said, like and subscribe, leave a comment, and we'll be more than happy to answer what you have to say.